Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. This is Mo Akhtar, and today me and my teammate will discuss about how generative AI, for example ChatGPT, can improve business process for Bkash. And here are my teammates. And before starting the discussion, let's know what is Bkash. Bkash is Bangladesh's leading mobile financial service dedicated to making everyday transaction fast, safe, and accessible for everyone. By combining secure technology with a simple user experience, Bkash empowers millions of people to send money, pay bills, shop, and manage finance anytime, anywhere, driving financial inclusion and supporting the country's digital transformation. So let's move to the process. At first, we're going to discuss about customer KYC verification. Bkash have their existing KYC process. So at first the customer submit NID, photo and form through the app or agent, and those data go to the verification team and officers manually check those details and approve or reject those accounts. Here they face some problems. One, the manual checking that takes time, the frequent error or mismatches, heavy workload for officers, and the customers don't understand the rejection reasons. And here are the key KYC process with ChatGPT. The ChatGPT auto-check documents for completeness and consistency, summarizes key data for verification officers, and detects mismatches and generates rejection reasons. And finally, the ChatGPT acts as a chatbot guiding customers to resubmit the documents correctly. So there are some outcomes that the ChatGPT is giving us. The faster verification, fewer errors, clear customer communication. And let's see the diagram. It's a very simple diagram. Uh, in the beginning, customers submit the NID photo and those data stored in KYC database. And after that, the ChatGPT check those completeness and validate data. If there is some mismatches detected, then the ChatGPT will generate the reason and guide customer to resubmit it. Then the officer will review AI summary rejections, and they will send the request to resend information. And if there is no mismatches are detected, then the ChatGPT will summarize information to the verification officers, and officers will review AI summary approves, and ChatGPT send confirmation to message those customers. And this is how the process will end. So this is for me today. My next teammate will continue from now on.
Hello everyone, this is Elma Termim. I'm going to talk about the customer support and complaint handling at Bkash. When customers face problem like a wrong transaction or app error, they contact Bkash through the hotline, live chat, email, or agents. The support agent records the complaint, checks if it's valid, sends it to the right department, and informs the customer once it's solved. This system works, but it's mostly manual. It takes a lot of time. So the main problems with the current systems are it's slow and time consuming because everything is done manually. There are frequent human errors when checking and forwarding complaints. Responses are often delayed, which frustrates customer. There's a lack of transparency, so customers don't always know the reason behind delays or rejection. And finally, agents have a heavy workload, which reduce service quality. That's why this process needs improvement and more automation. Now, with ChatGPT, Bikash can make customer support faster and smarter. It can act as a 24/7 virtual assistant helping customers anytime. ChatGPT can sort complaints, send them to the right team, and give instant clear replies. It understands both English and Bangla, so all customers can communicate easily. It also learns from feedback, so it keeps improving over time. Overall, ChatGPT helps reduce agent workload, avoid errors, and delivers quicker, more transparent service for Bikash users. Now, this diagram shows the new customer support process at Bkash with ChatGPT. When a customer faces an issues like a transaction error or fraud, the ChatGPT virtual assistant responds instantly anytime. It then categorizes the complaint like transaction or fraud cases and checks if the issue is valid using data. If it's not valid, ChatGPT clearly explains the reason for rejecting to the customer. If it's valid, it forwards the complaint to the right team for action. After the issue is solved, the customer get notified through SMS or call. This new process makes customer support faster, clearer, and more efficient, reducing manual work and improving communication. Thank you. That's all.
Hi everyone, I'm Tasni Milahi and I'm going to talk about the fraud detection and reporting process that Bkash undergoes. What Bkash basically does is that they first detects the transaction activity and goes through an analysis process. If they find that the activity is suspicious or unusual, they report it and blocks the customers. Now, a lot of hard work is needed to do this manually. It is also very time consuming and costly and may not be efficient too. Now, moving on to the next slide. Therefore, AI like ChatGPT can make this process more efficient and reliable, which is smarter and faster to use, and also very cheap and easy. ChatGPT can detect fraudulent activity beforehand and go through a pattern analysis process by itself. If found that the activity is unusual, they will block it and guide the affected customer through the recovery process. Now moving to the process diagram, it shows that a customer first transacts money and then the transaction is monitored. And if ChatGPT detects that the activity is suspicious, it blocks the customer and recovers their money back. Thank you.
Hello everyone, it's Shimantadhan Badhan and I'm talking about the most important process named account recovering process. So right now, when user forget their Bkash PIN, they contact with customer care or use the app. Customer service verify identity through question and check the NID and phone number. This take time, need manual work, and depend on human agent, which offer delay recovering process. But our new process system AI handle most of the step. The AI chatbot talk to the user, identify the issue, and verify identity using OTP, selfie, and voice. Simple cases are instantly solved, and only high risk one goes to a human agent. AI then resend the pin, send confirmation, and give safety tips. Key benefit to use the new process with the AI system gives faster service, work 24 by 7, and reduce agent workload. It also more secure with voice and face verification and offers personalized help based on user history. Overall, account recovering process become quicker, safer, and easier for everyone. And here is sorry, and here is our full assignment mind map, which you can easily read what we are working on, and all the documents are here and also in the YouTube video description. Thank you.